Hi guys, and welcome to Pangisa Arts. Today's tutorial will teach you how to make these spinner flickers. There's one for the left-handed and one for the right-handed person. They're fairly easy. All you have to do make sure is that your folds are precise. But other than that, there's no really hard folding. Most of it is valleys and mountains. Let's get going. So I'm using a 6-inch piece of paper, and it gives you a size of. So this length will be 1 1/4 inches approximately. This length here, from here to here, will be 1 1/4 inches. From here to here it will be about 1 inch, and from here to here it might be 1/3 of an inch. So those are my estimations. Again, I haven't measured it, but so it will give you a good size, a size that you can put in your pocket. So to begin, if you don't have an exact square, this is the method I want you to use. If you do have an exact square, you can use any method you want to fold the blit space. So, to begin, you fold in half backwards this way, and like I said, we're going to create a blit space. Make sure that your red side is up when you're folding backwards. Right, and so once you've done that, you're going to unfold, rotate 90 degrees, and fold in half the other way. Right, and so this is what you will have. Now what you want to do is take the top corner, not the bottom flap, but the top corner, and fold diagonally from here to here along this line here. And you want it to be as precise as you can at this corner here. You want this corner to be very spiky. Don't think that even if it's a little bit off, it won't change your model, because it definitely will. Right, and do the same on the other side. The same rules apply to this corner right here. Right, as you can see, this corner is quite well made, and the same with this corner here. Okay, turn over. And do the same on the other side. My paper tool. Right, and so you'll have something like this. What I want you to do is unfold it, like that, and then turn over. And you have a blit space. This is the most accurate way that I've found and I have seen for folding a blit space with unequal paper. So unfold 2 of the flaps, they have to be opposite each other. And fold this edge to this crease, like this. Now, if you have something like, where is it? Here, like this, where this crease doesn't reach the point, instead of folding up to that point, I want you to still fold directly along the crease, because if you fold, otherwise it will mess up your model and make it look very scrappy. Right, so once you've done that, fold this edge right here to this line, like this. And make sure this flap doesn't shift. like mine is doing for some reason. Okay, once you're done with this, just fold it down like this, and that's it. Then do the same on the other flap, on this flap. Right, and so once you've done that, just fold down on that crease we've made, and this is what it will be like. Okay, so this is your blitz face with those modifications. So this is the point where it becomes different for a left-handed and right-handed person. If you're left-handed, so first of all I want you to rotate it so it's like this. If you're left-handed, you're going to fold along this edge, from this point past to about here, and it's going to be look like this. And it's just going to be exactly along this crease. Make sure this crease is very precise and in line with everything, otherwise it will completely mess up your model. That's just for the left-handed person, again. Now if you're right-handed, what I want you to do is instead of folding along this edge, you fold along this edge. So it will look like this. So I'm going to do it the right-handed way, and then the left-handed person can follow. Okay, so this is my mostly precise crease. No, this is my precise crease. And this is what I want. So now, if you're left-handed, you're going to fold along this crease here. Along this edge. So that it will be like this. So in the end it will be something like that. Now if you're right-handed, you're going to fold along this edge here. Like this. And be careful of these flaps, these big flaps here and here. Don't slide around too much. Okay, so this is for the right-handed. If there are any left-handed people watching this video and you can't follow these instructions, please tell me and I'll make another video so that you can see this. But if not, it's okay, you should be able to figure this out. So now for the left-handed and the right-handed, along this edge right here, for the left-handed person it will probably be like this, but flipped up, so the edge will be here. But for the right-handed, I want you, and the left-handed, along this edge right here, this one right here, I want you to fold along it, like that. Make sure that this flap doesn't slide, and it reaches this point here. Right, and so it will look like that. Or if you're left-handed, slightly different. So now along the other side, I want you to fold along this edge here. And it must be pointy at this point. And it will overlap this crease. Right, and so now it will be like this. Now, at the point where it overlaps, and at the longest side, you're going to turn over, and you're going to find that crease that's there. And in this case, it's this one, and it goes like this. Now, it's on the longer sides, it intersects these longer sides. It intersects these longer sides. You're going to fold backwards on them, just very lightly. You don't really want to crease this top here. You just want to do it very lightly. So like that. And taking this point, you're going to fold back until it goes along this edge here. So like that, and you're going to crease it. And then turning over. Oh, and it's this up. Turning over, you're going to fold along this edge, or you're going to fold this flat back along this edge, like that. It's going to be exactly there. So it's like that. Okay, so now that you're done with that, unfold it, lift it up, And what you're gonna do is unfold these two flaps, keeping the points folded, and finding this edge that I pointed out. You're gonna lift it up. Remember that for the left-handed this will be different, and tuck it in underneath. And you're gonna close the flap down. Same thing on the other side. I mean for the left-handed the view is gonna be different. You're gonna lift this flap up and tuck this flap in and close it. Right, and you should get something like this. Okay, so now, here, take this flap and make sure this tiny flap here, this line in it in the middle must be aligned with this edge here. So like that. If it's not aligned, just fix it till it is. But it should be. The same thing on the other side. So this line that's in the middle of that flap should be on the edge of this, in line with it. Now, what you're going to do is from the middle point to the outside, you're going to fold from this point to the outside. Let me wait for it to focus. Okay, that's good enough. This fold doesn't have to be incredibly perfect, but it must be there. So like that. And then on the other side, fold from this point to this edge. Sorry, from this point to this point here. Right, and so it will look like that. Now unfold the two flaps. And along that line that is on this flap right here, when I'm wiggling, you're going to mountain fold. You're going to mountain fold along this line. And you're going to fairly fold on the crease we just made. So you're going to sort of unfold it. And then you can sort of pinch it like that, so it forms, and then you're going to flatten it like that. I know that wasn't too clear, so I'll try to explain it better on this side. So you're going to lift this flap up and sort of pull out this flap. Don't pull it out too much, and mountain fold on the line in the middle of it. No, mountain fold on the line like that. Okay, and you're going to fold on here and then keep that mountain and push it in, squash it in like that. So I hope that explains it. And you're going to lift it up and fold this flap the other way, like that, and then close the flaps. You're going to do the same on the other one. You're going to lift it up and fold the flap the other way, like that, and close it down. Right, so now we are nearly done. We just have two more folds. So now what I want you to do is there should be two creases along here and here, or in the left-handed sided person. For the left-handed person, it will be along here and here. And what I want you to do is fold along them, but adjust them as necessary so that it folds on this edge here. This edge here. So it's like this, and you got these edges where these two cool things come to meet, and you're going to fold this edge along this line. For the left-handed person, it will probably be something like this. Alright, so do the same on the other end. And fold down and make sure it goes along the line. You'll need to adjust the crease a little bit, but for the most part, it's there for you. Alright, and so it will look like that. The left-handed person, it will probably look like that. Oh, I'm sorry, like that. Okay, now take these two flaps and tuck them under these two streaks here. like that, like that, and you're done. So this is what it will look like for the right-handed person, and this is what it will look like for the left-handed person. So I'm going to unfold this partially to show you what it's like for the left-handed person. Okay, so you started here, you want the diamond. You fold it like this, so that you had it like that. You folded this in, tucked it in, folded this in, and folding it backwards you made this flap here, and then using this crease from this point to that point, you fold it in like that, tucked it in and fiddled with it and followed the instructions that I gave you. And you did the same on the other side, like that, and then you found the edge and that crease that was marked out for you, folded it in and tucked it in there, and folded the other one and tucked it in, and you had it like that. So, alright, that's how it should look. So, what you need to do after you've done this is fold on the half line like this, just gently, and then on the other half line, just gently, and sort of pinch them together at that point, like that. And then put it on the table and hold it like this and spin it. Right, and so that's the spinner part of it. Now for the flicker part of it, you're going to hold this side up, hold it here, and you're going to flick it. You're going to hold it loosely here, you're going to tap it with your index finger on this side, with firm, fast, you're going to tap it fast. So it will be like that. Now I'm holding it too tight here, so it's going to spin in my hand, but it should fly out of your hand. Now it might do something really bad, the flicker, so you'll have to adjust with the top and curve it in different ways and experiment with it. But yeah, you should do it. It should be able to be done. Right, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Please recommend this if it was helpful and good. So I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and remember to put any questions and what you liked about this video in the comments. Bye.